Why don't TV manufacturers put any more effort into good operating systems? There's no market pressure to do so. The Roku TVs do okay. Their main product is essentially a replacement for bad smart TV software. They don't care. Even worse, they do it on purpose, forced obsolescence. Imho, I don't want a TV operating system. They add no value and screw up other stuff. Like GM Infotainment. Because, like every other tech company, they don't sell TVs. They collect and sell your data, and are paid to serve you ads on the TV home screen. In 10 years they won't even bother with the TV. They'll just pay desperate and poor people $30 a month to install a camera-less internet throughway in your home, and tech bloggers will laud it as charity. Speaking from experience in working with Samsung a few years back, they are amazing at building hardware, and built the way their company works around building hardware well. That doesn't translate perfectly to building software, and at least at the time a decade ago, I'm not even sure they realized the company was just built wrong to do what needed to be done for building better software. There's a reason AMD and Intel don't build operating systems, or probably several, and this is one of them. I use a Raspberry Pi or mini PC with a wireless keyboard trackball. TV becomes a HDMI monitor. Keyboard a little harder to lose than TV remote. Access my movies on NAS. Because people either use cable or things like Roku and Apple TV. It's just that they add dodget CPUs, but a non-smart TV for cheaper and get something like a Roku. The average guy is gonna be annoyed by the lag, but that won't change them from getting a big-ass TV for cheap. I had a Sony Bravia a few years back, and its operating system seemed light years ahead of anything ID had previously. I tried an Apple TV, the little box, for the first time because my roommate had it, and I was pleasantly surprised. Very fast, and after a day or two I got used to it. Only gripe was the remote. Didn't like the touch controls because they could be finicky. Yes, internal OS sucks. I use PlayStation for apps. Christ, I thought this was just a problem with the Vizio TV my family have in the living room. Sorry to hear it's a thing on Samsung TVs too. Some of them do, but they tend to be the most expensive flagship TVs. If you're a real picture quality person and want that to be the best, and you buy an expensive TV, then you're also going to get a decent CPU in there too and have a good experience. If you are after an entry-level or even mid-range model, then yeah, it's a bad time. They are cutting costs somewhere on these, and lowering system specs is one of the easiest ways to do it. Everything still works, it's just slower. In most cases, your best bet is to just buy the best TV panel for your budget. Get the best picture quality you can afford. Then use some other device like a Chromecast, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Roku, or whatever else you want to get the smart features. These dedicated devices offer a much better experience than most of the TV built-in apps will do. Unpopular opinion: if shitty OS and ads on the dashboard keep TV prices dirt cheap, I'd rather have that. No one is making their TV purchase decision on the built-in software, and anyone that cares would have a Chromecast, gaming console, Fire TV, etc. to replace the software. No point for TV manufacturers in caring. You can only do so much with TV technology. I would argue that this is deliberate, so that they can extend sales with you buying the crappy ones while their next model has the improved OS version. Why would they? I have brought this up to assorted people in my life dozens of times. Every time I do, people look at me like they have no idea it should be improved. I worked at Target for a short stint recently. While their selection wouldn't be premium by any stretch, those models are super common and not budget, most of them. Every single one of those things have a crazy high latency and are buggy as all hell. I get the feeling that the crowd that understands how shit TVs tend to use casting sharing services and don't touch the UI unless they need to. Then the stereotypical boomers and such are living in blissful naivety. There are likely TVs that feel smooth and intuitive, but I haven't seen it myself. I have a feeling they are just at price points that I don't look at. I use a Fire Stick. I had used Chromecast before,